Welcome to Daily Magic, a cozy, growth-minded, sparkly corner of the world. Join me, Shaina Wexler, as we revel in and rediscover the abundant magic that fills our daily lives. So brew up some tea in your favorite mug, settle into your comfiest chair, and breathe deep as we create Daily Magic. Hello, my beautiful friend. Welcome home. I am so happy that you are here and we are back together. I really missed you. How have you been? What's your news? What's the 411? What are your updates? What are the cool jams? What are the kids listening to these days? How are you doing? Oh, there's been so much going on in my world, and today is such an exciting day for me, not only because we are back together here for Daily Magic, but also today marks the launch of my brand new YouTube channel where we use magic to empower you to live the joyful, inspired, magic-filled life of your dreams. The channel is Shaina Wexler, very easy to remember, Shaina Wexler, and the welcome video is up right now. And then the first real episode is rolling out on Thursday. And you guys, I am so genuinely excited to be able to share and connect with you in that way. I am so jazzed about all that is to come, both here on Daily Magic and on my YouTube channel. I literally have the next 15 topics listed out, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And one of the reasons that I'm actually so pumped about this YouTube channel is that I'm really looking forward to the opportunity to really positively interact with you in the comment section there. It's going to give us a new space where we can really respond to one another. And I'm so excited for that. So yes, after you're done listening to this wonderful, so exciting episode, please go on over there and subscribe and give that first video a like and say a little hello, give me a little comment, go in and of course, please, in that comment section, please, this is the most important part. This is really why I'm excited about the comment section. Please answer the all-important question: what tea are you drinking today? What are you sipping right now? I need to know. I ask you that on this podcast every single time, and I only hear back from a couple of you about that, but I want to know what tea that you are drinking. So let me know in the comment section of my YouTube channel. I am so excited to be able to interact with you. That's just going to be so much fun. And then also let me know, what content are you looking forward to seeing on that platform as well? Because while I do already have the next 15 videos slated, of course, I'm really excited to hear what you are hoping to receive from that space as well. So I'm just excited. I'm just excited, you guys. I'm just excited. So in honor of this homecoming back to our weekly Daily Magic episodes together, I felt inspired to title this episode The Magic of Coming Home. And I really wanted to elicit all the cozy sensations that we attach to that sentiment. The sensation of coming home as a concept, as an idea, to me, the concept of it feels safe, and it feels warm and nurturing and familiar, and evokes the ideas of unconditional love and these visions of coming into the arms of people who love and support you, a true place to really settle, you know? A place from a Hallmark movie, really, is what's playing in my head as I say all of those things. And yeah, as I list off those feelings, there are some of you that actually have a brick and mortar place that comes to mind for you. For many of you, it's your parents' house, or the house you grew up in, or maybe you feel that way every time you visit a grandparent or a town from your childhood or something along those lines. And if you're someone who has a physical space in their lives that you can go to receive that incredibly powerful magic of coming home, that when I was talking about it, you have a place immediately in your mind. You know exactly what that place is for you, where you go and you feel loved for exactly who you are. And you feel valued and prepared for and received with open, warm arms. If that's you, I'm truly so happy for you. And I delight with you that you know what that magic feels like, that magic of coming home, that you have a place that you go and you can receive that magic so fully. For many of us, though, that haven't had that, or once had that and no longer have that, or just simply don't have that, hearing me talk about this may even be bringing up feelings of like a yearning for that feeling, or maybe a little sadness or melancholy as I'm describing the feelings that I associate with the idea of coming home. And whether you have that home space in the world or feel that lack of it, what I felt really drawn to do together today is to work together with you to help create spaces, both literal and spiritual, that become the place that you can go to feel the warmth, the unconditional love, the nurturing, those caretaking vibes, spaces that we can intentionally create to be able to come home to and receive all of that magic. Did you know that Daily Magic is now eligible for monthly listener support? Now you can just click the link in the show notes below and sign up to contribute monthly donations to help support the continued growth of this podcast. You can choose to submit either $1, $5, or $10 monthly, and I promise that it will be used to continue to improve the quality, scope, and vision of this show. If you feel led to contribute a one-time donation, you can send it via Venmo or PayPal to Shaina Wexler, or through shainawexler.com by clicking on the Daily Magic link. Thank you so much for helping me by considering becoming a donor. So let's start off in our 3D physical world space. Let's start there and let's explore how we may be able to create our own homes or apartments or rooms or whatever the housing case may be for you as you listen to this, that we can create our own home spaces into the place that we truly feel the magic of coming home. And for this part, I would love it if we did a little cozy visualization together, okay? How does that sound? I'm feeling a little warm and excited about that. So if you are feeling ready for this visualization, let's just start off with some really big, deep, grounding breaths to help center us and to help bring us back into ourselves, okay? So unless you're driving, go ahead and lightly close your eyes as we take these breaths, okay? Let's just start taking some big, slow, full, deep breaths. And with each breath, we're bringing our awareness back into our own bodies, back into this moment. We're feeling ourselves releasing any swirling thoughts or stressors that might be present for us right now. Yeah. Breathe and just allow yourself to be right where you are. Good. One more cleansing breath and a full exhalation with it, okay? Here we go, big deep breath. Full exhale. Beautiful. Wonderful. Okay. And now, I want you to begin calling up or creating in your mind's eye the most ideal vision of a space that represents the feelings of coming home to you, what those warm, positive feelings are for you. Start creating that vision in your mind of that place, that space. And again, you can be calling something up or creating something brand new in your mind's eye. And you can use this time of visualization to paint and create anything that you want for this space. For me, it's automatically a Hallmark movie. It's that type of a setting, right? There's this golden, warm light, quaint town vibes, lots of receptive, smiling faces. And now see your own version of that coming home space right now. Start creating that. Maybe it's a mix of memory. Maybe it's a daydream. Maybe it's a vivid visual of a place you know well. As I am creating mine right now, I'm bringing in the loving addition of the person who made me feel the most loved in my whole life, my grandma Bubby. Whenever I would visit, when I would come into the kitchen in the morning, she would always already be cooking eggs and serving food to everybody. And when I would come into the kitchen every single morning with the warmest love in her eyes, she would always say to me, "Good morning, beautiful." And that memory warms me so deeply because it's nothing but love. And so I'm bringing her, and of course my pup, into my Hallmark coming home space. What does yours look like? Start bringing some detail into this space. Start painting in, how is it organized? How is it decorated? Really see the colors, the hues, the tones. Who are you bringing into your visualization? If no one in particular comes to mind, that's absolutely fine. Maybe you create a loving person or family member in your mind. Maybe it's somebody you don't know, but you can see a warm, smiling face, and you can create that for yourself in this visualization. Or maybe for you, your most receptive coming home space is coming home to a space that is all yours. Just you and your beautiful energy. This space can truly be whatever you want it to be. So really have fun right now as you begin to add elements into your mental scenario. What are the little details that are bringing that warmth? What are the little things that warm you and invite you? I've just added some hot cocoa with a whole bunch of vegetarian mini marshmallows into mine. And now that you can clearly and vividly see this loving, receptive, safe, cozy space, and now that you can see it so beautifully with detail in your mind's eye, now I want you to bring your attention to how you feel in that space. How does this place make you feel? As you stand in the doorway, having had the door flung wide open to receive you with love, what does it feel like? As you're gazing into this coming home space, what are the feelings of the space that you've created for yourself? Be with those feelings. See and survey the space and feel the feelings of coming home. Really steep in it. Bask in it. Let the security envelop you. Now, really hold this moment. Freeze frame this scene before you. Freeze frame this visualization that you have before your eyes and the associated feelings that are within your heart. Create a freeze frame of this space. And as you do, I now want you to begin to slowly superimpose a visual of your own physical home space onto that scene that you've called up in your mind's eye. Bring your own home space just gently on top of that vision, so that they are merging and mingling and superimposed onto one another. Stand on the threshold of your own doorframe and look into the surroundings of your home space. Watch as these two scenes slowly merge on top of the other. And as they do, what do you notice? What are the visual differences of these spaces? In what ways do your feelings shift as you bring your own home into this mix? Really notice and become curious of all the little details. Notice these shifts. Bring your attention to all of the tiny little minute things. Start seeing and feeling the similarities and differences of these spaces, both visually and energetically. Really notice all the little details of this experience. Are the spaces at different levels of organization from one another? What about the cleanliness or the decor? The lighting, that overall sense of warmth. how does your physical home space differ from that coming home space that you've created in your mind's eye? How is it similar? Are there things or elements that you would like to bring from your created space into your physical space? Are there emotions you want to bring with you? Take a moment to identify these things. Are you seeing practical changes you'd like to make in your space to make it feel more welcoming for you? Are you feeling energetic shifts that you'd like to be mindful of bringing in and cultivating? Are there emotions you'd like your own space to evoke for you? If you can see it, if you can visualize it, if you can identify it, you can create your own special version of it. Maybe you realize your home would feel so much cozier to you if you would get some fluffy pillows for your couch and some fresh flowers on your coffee table. Or maybe you're realizing that you feel so much more calm when the space you're in is organized and clean. Maybe you're realizing that you want to begin filling your home with more laughter, more friends, more people. Maybe you're realizing how much your current physical home space actually matches your coming home space. Maybe you are realizing what a loving, receptive, safe space you've already created for yourself. Whatever the case may be for you, remember, if you can visualize a space where you can feel all the magical feelings of coming home, you can absolutely create a space like that for yourself. I can't bring my bubby back into my kitchen, but I can focus and make a priority to connect with and create relationships in my life with people who see the fullness of beauty in me, who love me with such openness. There may be some direct elements that we can immediately copy and paste into our homes. And there are others that we're not going to be able to directly translate over, directly copy over into our current situation. But we can now mindfully take what we've experienced today and allow it to inspire and guide us in the home spaces that we are building for ourselves, because you deserve for coming home to feel like coming home. You deserve to create that special magic for yourself. So, take one more deep look at these merged spaces and identify what shifts or changes you would like to bring back from this visualization with you. As you linger here for just another moment, thank these spaces for their messages to you. Take one big deep breath. Let it go. Slowly begin wiggling your fingers and your toes. And when you feel ready, gently open your eyes and take a sip of tea. How do you feel? Yeah. I mentioned at the top of the episode that I wanted to work together to experience the magic of coming home in both a tangible and a spiritual way. So now let's begin to discuss and explore the ways that taking those actions that we just identified in our physical space can actually also help us develop and deepen the sense of home that we have within ourselves. See, when we look around our space and begin asking ourselves the questions, what can I do with my space that will help me feel more calm when I'm in it? What would make me feel more at peace in this space? What would make me more comfortable or cared for or anticipated? When we start asking ourselves those questions, we begin to take steps on our journey of making ourselves the warmest, safest place to return to. When we begin to inquire with curiosity and kindness about how we can better fill our own needs, we start a loving dialogue with the most important relationship we have in our lives. The one with our dogs. No. The one with ourselves. It feels like the one with our dogs is the most important, but actually, studies show, no, it's actually yourself. And actually a while back, I started considering myself in both the present version of me and the future versions of me. I started thinking about myself as being multiple versions, right? There's this version of me now who's taking actions, who is speaking, who's putting energy into the world. And then there's a future version of myself and another future version of myself who is the recipient of the things and the words and the energies that I am speaking and creating right now. So I started really thinking about myself as being multiple versions and started really asking myself how I could be the best teammate possible for and with myself. And this might sound a little bit nuts at first, but just go with me for a second, okay? Just try to just trust me on this for a second. Because I was thinking of myself as various versions, I started really trying to consider future versions of myself almost as if it was another person and wanting to do kind and thoughtful things for that version. So, for example, I started thinking about the fact that future Shaina really, really values and appreciates it when she can come down the stairs in the morning and everything is nice and organized and clean. When the kitchen is already cleaned up, the house is in good order. She really feels like she can just start her day fresh. There's nothing lingering from the past day. There's nothing that she has to kind of start her day in with work or cleaning something. And I know that about her. And I want to help take care of her in that way. So sometimes at night, I'll think about, oh yeah, I'm really tired and I'd really like to kind of just leave these dishes, whatever. But then I'll go, you know what? I know how much Shaina really, I know it sounds crazy. Okay, just keep listening to me. I know how much future Shaina really values this. So you know what? And let's be real, future Shaina is not a morning person. She isn't. Nighttime version of Shaina is so much more awake and energized and capable and inspired than morning version is. And we know this about the future version who's going to be coming down the stairs. We know that about her. So even if I'm tired at night, I know that I'm still functioning better than future morning Shaina is going to. So I will say to myself, I'll say, oh, I want to clean the kitchen up for her so that she's able to feel that way in the morning. I'm tired, but I want to do that extra little special thing for her. It's just these little considerations. Or if I'm out driving and my gas light just comes on, like right as I'm about to, pull into my home space there and pull into the garage, that gas light comes on. I'm like, you know what? Future Shaina, who forgets that the gas light just came on and is going somewhere in the morning and has a place that she needs to be at a certain time, and then gets in the car and then turns on the ignition, sees the gas light, remembers it, and then suddenly feels stressed out and suddenly feels like she's running late and suddenly is scrambling. Like, we don't want that for her. We don't want that for her. So let's take a few more minutes to go back out, fill up that tank of gas, and that way future Shaina, who sits down in this car, has a place that she has to be at a certain time, turns on the ignition, can go, oh, thank you, Shaina. Thank you, Shaina, for filling up my car for me. So yes, even noticing, taking note of the times of day that are easier and more free-flowing for you, or the ones that are more of a struggle for you, and the spaces where you have more capacity, the times where you have less capacity, being able to really identify those circumstances for yourself so that you can really take care of this version and future versions of yourself by just noting those things, noting those preferences, noting those capacities. And by beginning to consider yourself in these ways, beginning to anticipate your own needs, to look out for yourself, to prepare things for yourself, to want to do kind things for future versions of yourself, you're beginning to create a loving and grateful dialogue with yourself. You're able to nurture the relationship that you have with yourself and grow the sense of care and the sense of being taken care of that you're going to be experiencing. And I do like to talk to myself out loud in a lot of these ways, both as the person who is anticipating the needs of the future version, and as the future version who is then the present version. I know this is like Back to the Future, but being able to be grateful to what is then the past versions. As an example of what that can sound like, if you are interested in having a running out loud dialogue with yourself, what that can sound like is, for example, with the kitchen example, right? I can say out loud as I'm cleaning the dishes, I can say, Shaina, I know how much you appreciate coming downstairs in the morning and feeling like the day is fresh and new without any baggage or leftover work. And I love you and I want to take care of you. And I appreciate everything that you do for me. And I want to take good care of you as well. Just saying that as I'm doing that. So instead of being like, I'm so tired and like, oh God, I have to do this. It's like, I get to be in the role of somebody who is taking care of somebody that I love. And then when I come downstairs in the morning, as the future version who I was planning for, who is now the present version of me, I come downstairs and I say, thank you so much, Shaina, for doing that for me. I know you were tired, but I really appreciate you prioritizing me in that way. I speak to the past version of myself. I say, thank you so much for doing that for me. It feels so good to come downstairs and start the day in this way. I really appreciate that you considered me. Thank you so much for prioritizing me. And like I said, I know that for some of you that might sound nuts or it might sound really extreme, but if we reframe this and we think about it in a different way, in a different context, right? We know, we are aware that so often in romantic relationships or familial relationships that things can go so sour when we begin to take the kind and giving actions of our partner or family member for granted. When we start feeling like it's somebody's just automatic role to do certain things for us, we start to lose gratitude for the fact that someone is daily making the choice to fulfill that particular role, right? Even in the cases where we have come together and we've decided, okay, this is the equitable division of labor in these ways, and I'll do this and you'll do that, and that's even and that will. Even in those cases where it seems like, well, I'm doing my side, they're doing their side, even then, it would behoove us to recognize the fact that that person is they still have choice. They are still voluntarily doing that side for us. And that by doing that, they are staying in and choosing to be in a partnership where they are upholding their choice to be able to be a partner with us in that particular way, right? When we acknowledge the efforts that others are doing on our behalf, it builds closeness. It builds trust. It builds value. We all know that voiced gratitude and appreciation can go a really long way in making our partner feel valued and feel special. And even just implementing a bit more of that appreciation can completely revive relationships, right? It's such a simple, such a daily thing when we have gratitude and appreciation and then voice that to the people in our lives for even the simple daily actions that they take. That can fully and powerfully revive a relationship and bring so much new, beautiful, loving energy into a connection. So stay stay with me here, right? We reframed the me talking to myself to be something about a partner or a family member. But if we know that gratitude and appreciation builds trust and intimacy and safety with others, doesn't it stand to reason that it would create the same result in our relationship with ourselves? We are growing self-love, self-worth, and self-value, and we're making ourselves a safe, nourishing, warm place to come back to. When we become the person who loves us unconditionally, supports us relentlessly, caretakes and appreciates us, we have created the safest, most secure home base and home space of all time. And of no less importance, when we are speaking to ourselves with kindness, I highly recommend it out loud. As we speak to ourselves with kindness, anticipating our own needs, treating ourselves with compassion and care, choosing to engage with our feelings instead of being dismissive of them. All of this exact same stuff that we just talked about, all of this is also a roadmap to healing so many childhood wounds, to helping us reparent our inner child and help give them the secure, safe, warm home environment that they were yearning for. When we do these things, when we shift in these ways, when we make our home and when we make ourselves a safe space to come home to, we are creating and investing in a beautiful relationship with our current version of ourselves, and we are healing pains of the past as well. Invest in making yourself your most cozy home base, because no one can take that home away from us. I love you, my friend. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Welcome back home to Daily Magic. And I hope you know that I strive to make this space a safe, warm, receptive, loving space where you can come and you can always know that you are welcome, that you are loved, that you are wanted, and that you are deeply appreciated for exactly who you are. If you are loving this space, please share it with your friends, subscribe, rate, and review. And I'm so excited to see you over on YouTube after this. So don't forget to say a little hello to me over there in the comment section and talk about your tea. And I'll see you over there soon. I'll see you over there right now. So in the very short meantime, until I see you right over there on YouTube, be blessed, be light, and be the magic